God damn.
Anything is possible. All right, all right.
Let's do it.
Out here today on Radio Row. Last one of the day, but the best one of the day, because that's how we like to be. I got Andre Smith with me. The piss is hot. The vibes are up. Woo. I love the electricity in the room right now.
Yeah, it feels great.
Vibes are high.
The frequency?
Nuclear.
Man, it's crazy right now.
I'm loving that.
I'm loving it.
Andre, talk to me. Let's talk ball real quick, all right? The transition from college to the league.
Yeah.
What was your experience like?
My experience was a little different. I was coming off of an injury, so I had just torn my lateral meniscus, and I decided to declare my junior year, so I left early, and I tore my knee, so I had some
odds against you.
A lot of odds, you know.
Right.
So it was tough, but, you know, just worked hard, believed in myself, had the confidence. You know, it was kind of hard because I gained a bunch of weight because I got hurt September, so I had that whole
season.
Yeah, just being a fat ass, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, worked it off, got down to, you know, the proper weight by combine, ran a pretty good time, still pulled my hamstring, so again, more injuries. But man, you know, I just want to say shout out to the Carolina Panthers. They took a chance on me, and I mean, hey, I'm in my 7th year now. So
congratulations on that, bro. Not for long is what the NFL stands for, and fucking you're defining some odds off this shit. I love that. You know, you mentioned the injury, and like, people don't understand the concept of an injury necessarily. On a IR report, I'm like, oh, out, hamstring. But from an athlete perspective, there's two sides to this, right?
Yep.
There's the I'm injured. Yep. This sucks because I've been working my ass off to get to a certain point.
Yep.
And now I can't perform. There's also, which sometimes it actually works in your advantage. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it doesn't. And you never wish, you know, injury on anybody. But you're now watching someone else get your reps.
It's
right?
Tough.
And guess what? You know this damn well, Andre. If someone gets your reps and they do good, you might not get those motherfuckers back.
You might not touch that field again.
I used the Tom Brady example a couple of days ago. You think Drew Bledsoe wasn't a good quarterback?
No, I think he was a good quarterback. Was he what Tom Brady would have been? No. But was he a good NFL quarterback? Yeah.
He was a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
He's the type of dude where a backup should have came in until he was healthy and he gets a spot back. Because it's the NFL and that's how shit works, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nope. Motherfucker, Tom Brady's born. Baby goat. Hatched. Right there and there.
Come on, man. He's not playing around. I heard Tom Brady say this. He was like, man, that like rookie year, second year, that any reps that he got, he took like it was his Super Bowl. Because that's what he wanted to, you know, show the coaches that he took that rep that seriously. And so when he got that, it's not a surprise that he never looked back.
Who are some guys that you've kind of looked at and seen as motivation? Maybe some guys that have helped you become a pro you are today?
Man, I would say, well, I'll start off with one kind of my inspiration growing up was Patrick Willis, a big Patrick Willis fan.
Dog.
Wanted arms like him, wanted to look like him, wanted to go to Ole Miss. They never offered me. Crazy.
Fuck Ole Miss.
Yeah, man. Fucking hotty totty. But
it's actually sick there.
It is kind of cool. It is really cool. But then after that, I would probably say, man, I got into the league and I was with like Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Shaq Thompson. So I had a
it's real good foundation.
It's a really good group of vets. I mean, Julius Peppers was still on the team. So and he went to UNC, so we had a little connection. So man, it was really a lot of vets on my Carolina team those first 2 years, where we were probably definitely the oldest team in the league. And so really, just watching those guys, learning from those guys, really helped me develop to a pro. Because again, I had that hamstring shit going on my rookie year, and so I had to learn how to be a pro, take care of the body, around the clock. You know, not just while you're there and shit. So
hamstring's tough too, bro. I was a hamstring dude because when you're known for speed, or that's one of your strengths, and all of a sudden, hey man, there ain't no I gotta push through this. Like you can. Mm-hmm. You ain't the same though, man.
No. You don't feel the same. Don't look the same.
On the days when you're chasing greatness and you know you're trying to get out of bed, be the best version of yourself you could be, and you're just not feeling it, man. Mm-hmm. There's a voice in your head. It gives you a little kick in the ass. It says, hey, we gotta go attack this.
Yeah.
What is your why?
My why? Well, when I don't feel like doing something, I need to get up. I tell myself, stop being soft.
Yes.
Get
Fuck
your
yeah,
ass
Andre.
Up. Yeah, like
it's as simple as that. Don't be a bitch. D-Bab.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if I could say that.
It's big the juice, man. Let it fly.
Yeah, I tell myself, don't be a bitch. Like, get up, go get this money, bro.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's how I kind of tell myself. But no, my why is definitely like my family. It's my passion. I've been playing football since I was 4 years old, and so man, this is what I love to do. And like, I've had some times where I was on the streets for like 2 months last year, and so I realized, what the hell else would I rather be doing than this? Than playing like practice squad, whatever. Like, there's no better job for me than what I'm doing. Like, I can go to work like this, and it's fine, sweats, chilling, go talk shit to my homeboys every day. Like, it's a pretty decent gig. So
it's a great gig.
Yeah. So, man, you know, besides like my family, man, it's my passion. I just want to keep proving myself right in my career.
I love that, bro. What a fucking answer. You should start a podcast. That shit was crispy, bro.
Appreciate it.
Shit was crispy. We'll get you fired up. We'll get you going.
Sundays, man. Sundays. I remember our coach would go around, Nielsen would go around and ask guys, like, what's your why? Like, why do you do this? And, man, if I got up there and I was like, man, Sundays, man. Like, some guys be like, oh, the locker room. Like, trust me, I love being around the boys. Love the boys.
Love the boys.
But, man, the smell of that turf on fucking Sunday morning, about noon, 11, you get out there warming up and you're like,
yeah.
Like the first day of training.
There's a buzz in the air.
Yeah, man, that fucking feeling, that grass. You just get that feeling,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Like, then you get to the national anthem, like a flyover. You're like,
love a flyover.
Man, like this, there's nothing
slept on
earth like that. There's nothing.
Bro,
so
me and my brothers, we had free tickets the Niners-Packers game. And, bro, I swear to God, a flyover, if you don't get your fucking piss hot.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm talking God bless America, God bless football. They go hand in hand.
God bless football, amen.
And you're just like, I don't know why that song in all the war movies that like,
it's like
you're just looking around like, yeah. Let's go take out the Taliban right now.
Let's go whoop some ass. I don't care who's over there. We're about to whoop some ass.
Well, it's great because as a player on the field, you feel that.
You do.
I'm letting you know from the stands. Maybe I'm like, I know what these guys are feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm ready to roll. It's hard. I love it, bro.
No,
what do you like to do outside of ball?
Outside of ball, well, I play the game. I'm kind of interested in music a little bit. I played an instrument back in middle school.
What do you play?
I played the tuba. My mom told me that there was
tuba.
My mom told me there was more to life than football. And middle school, she sent me to art school, and so I joined the band, not like a marching band or anything, but like a symphonic band.
Right.
And I played the tuba, and I was really good at it. I got medals and shit. I could have went to college for it. I'm a baller on that tuba now. And so I really actually want to pick it back up and like just start playing music
fine
again.
Tune.
You know, just because
that's a sexy instrument, man.
Yeah, it's super sexy. My mom wanted me to play the saxophone, but it just ain't work out like that. So it's cool, but
I'm not a musically gifted individual. I've never really tried. I had a drum set in 4th grade.
Yeah.
I could play like We Will Rock You.
That's it.
Drumsticks looked like Little Rat was gnawing on them. The fuckers fucked up, man.
I had the drum set too. It was trash. I was trash.
It's just like I got finesse.
Yeah.
Not for the drums though, bro.
Nah.
Not for the drums.
Yeah, it's tough. I just want to go so hard. I just want to go.
Yeah.
And I can't do none of
that.
No,
I can't do shit.
Like that. No, nothing like that.
What about, let's talk about the landscape now of NIL real quick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't talked about this today. I don't know how. I've interviewed 26 people, and I don't know why I just came to my dome, but
oh, man.
NIL, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's changed the game. The transfer portal, NIL. What's your thoughts on the whole shit right now?
Man, I think that the NIL is a bunch of BS. I think that what the players wanted was we wanted the NCAA to pay, not the NCAA to say, okay, y'all can go out and get paid by other people. Because, okay, if you're not marketable, everyone's not marketable.
No.
Everyone's not Drake May, UNC.
No.
Shout out to my boy. But,
That's your guy?
I don't really know him, but UNC guy, so I'm a UNC guy.
Sexy colors, I get it.
It is real sexy. But, no, so I just feel like what we wanted was the NCAA to kind of pay every player equally.
Right.
Then if you got money outside of that,
sure.
Cool. But, like, okay, the backup center, he's not going to get no NIL deal.
Well, everyone should get, even if it's like $12,000 a year. Like, fuck
just
it.
like a little something. But I feel like because they're making billions, and I understand they use, like, the football money, like Title IX, to, like, fund other sports and stuff like that. But
that's all bullshit, too, but whatever.
I mean, this guy's 12 hours a day from school to workouts to all this other stuff. He's putting in the work, so you can pay him. He shouldn't be having to struggle or like rely on his parents or rely on this $2,500 like little
stipend.
Yeah, like that's it's crazy. So that's what how I feel about the transfer portal. I think it's a bit crazy. Like, guys don't want to stick in there and try to earn a spot, bro. It's about earning stuff, and people respect that. So just getting up and leaving, I don't think that's.
I'm not for it. And it's I get there's two sides to it. Like, I get it for the quarterbacks, I think, more than anything. Sometimes two dudes duke it out, and one's just –
that's true.
They got to pick a dude.
That's true.
And that sucks. But when I say that, it's getting taken advantage of, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting taken advantage of. And I love how you said you got to earn shit. You know how much better you feel as a man when you earn something?
Hey, man.
If somebody gave me this podcast and like, you're going to have this many numbers and this many followers and any guest you want in the world, you could get.
Yeah.
All right, it's cool. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, I'll take it, but
like to know it's like, yo, you started in the trenches, mom and dad's basement type shit you built up.
Got out the
mud. A little more proud. That's any company, any business. And I think as a player, it's like, you know, there's some freak dudes out there.
Yeah.
There's some dudes where you're like, this dude's 6'8".
Facts.
Like there's left tackles that are 6'8", 350. The hands, the legs, all that.
Yeah.
That man was built to be a left tackle.
Yeah. Built to play ball.
But then you got guys, you're like, hey, man, this dude's, maybe he's a little advantage here or there. But he earned his way.
Earned it.
Into how he did. Whatever his journey was. I don't give a fuck what school you went to, how you grew up, rich, poor, any color, any race, any fucking religion. It does not matter, bro. You got here some way. And everyone's got a journey that they went on, bro.
It's a hell of a journey, too.
And, like, to earn it, it makes that victory taste that much sweeter.
It does. It really does. Really does. I'm glad that I wasn't handed a lot of stuff in my career.
Right.
As a 7th-round pick, the odds are very stacked against you because there's not, like, a lot of politics on your side. There's no money behind you for you to play. So everything that I had to earn. And so even in Atlanta this year, like, P squad coming down, starting the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just a journey, and though. But I honestly, that I look back, when I was in it, I hated it.
Yeah.
But now that I look back, I'm grateful for it, and man, I actually wouldn't have rather had it in any other way because I proved to myself, to that front office, you know, the type of person, the type of player I am.
Right.
And they've respected.
The NFL is a business, man. Like bouncing team to team.
Yeah.
P squad active. It's a hard thing to wrap your head around, bro.
It is.
It's a hard thing to understand. It's hard, I think, for a lot of dudes because, like, you're so used to being
the guy.
I think high school to college is an easy example.
Yeah.
Every dude on that college team was all league.
Yep.
They were their team's MVP. Like, they got newspaper clippings about cool shit.
Yep.
So it doesn't, you know, you're used to being around great dudes versus when you get to the league, all of a sudden you might be bottom of the totem pole real quick, bro.
Real fast.
So tell me about your experience real quick, Andre, of like the first time being cut, the first time being told, hey, you're active, got to send you back to P Squad this week.
Yeah. Woo. Okay. Let's see. So it's 2020 pandemic. Panthers had fired Rivera like end of the year. So we get Matt Rule, who comes in. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. But Matt Rule comes in, and we actually were meeting like one-on-one, like trying to get to know each other better. And then one day I come in and I got the Grim Reaper waiting for me. I'm like, I was like, you must be the new Grim Reaper because it's all new staff. So I'm like, you're the new Grim Reaper. He was like, yeah, come with me. So go up there. Matt Rule, he's telling me all this stuff, and doesn't even look me in the eye one time. It's crazy. Then you go down, you meet with the GM. GM's like, yeah, we just decided to move in a different direction. But I like Marty. Marty Herney was a great dude. You meet with like the medical staff, clear all your injuries, all that stuff. I didn't even meet with the special teams coach or my position coach, so that was strange. Like usually you'll meet with them if you're like about to get cut and not coming back, just so what could I have done differently? What could I
grow?
So that was actually crazy because I had got cut, went home, had to go get my playbook, came back, and what happened was that Buffalo wanted me, but they knew that they couldn't get me if I went through the wire. So if I hit the wire, they weren't going to be able to get me because I think they had went to the playoffs the year before, so they were like a later, because it goes by like kind of draft order, like worst team to best gets to pick you once you hit the wire. So Buffalo, I think they were like maybe like pick 20 or something like that, and basically they had made Carolina take back the cut and then traded me for like a compensatory like 7th-round pick or whatever. And then I got to Buffalo and they were telling me the game plan. They were like, yeah, we're going to P-squad you because of the new elevation rules due to COVID that you can, it's basically like a way of stealing another depth roster spot without having to have them on the 53.
Right.
So even though like I'm on P-squad my first year in Buffalo, I played week 2 because it was like 4 backers that got hurt on some crazy shit. So I played week 2 and then I think week 3, and then once I was out of mine, and then they signed me and stuff like that. So I think that was my first time like dealing with something. I basically had to move at the end of training camp during the pandemic, and I had like a 5-bedroom house and 2 dogs, and I was like, how the fuck? And they were like, Dan Morgan called me. He was like, hey, yeah, so I don't know what Carolina has going on, but we want you here in Buffalo. This is when he was in Buffalo. Now he's in Carolina GM. But he was like, can you be on the flight by like 4? I'm like, it's 1.
That's crazy.
I got to pack my whole life up, move from Charlotte to Buffalo. Buffalo, New York. That is the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a roller coaster of feelings and emotions for me, from thinking my career was over to
yeah, like, what was that initial emotion of like?
Oh man. Oh, I wouldn't just sat down in the room, got home, and I was like, fuck, is this it? Did it really just end like that? I was like, there's no way. But my agent was like, oh, Baltimore called about you. I was like, oh, thank God.
Okay.
I was like, whew. Okay, I got some traction. Okay.
Right, a little traction.
Cool. So yeah, but originally the first thought was like, fuck, I thought this was over. Like, damn, only 2 years, that's crazy. So, yeah, it's not a fun feeling, but I think what I tell people, sometimes if you kind of can go from a team to a team, kind of like, well, at least you know multiple teams like you.
Right.
Some people, if they get off their one team, it might not be the best for them.
Right.
So being able to adapt and go from team to team and, find a role, I think that's a skill that I had to learn due to that first situation that happened in 2020.
How has special teams affected your career?
Oh, I mean, special teams is everything. As a backer, kind of like a mid-sized body guy, like teams is everything. If I wasn't good on teams, I probably would not be in the league. Like I remember when I got to Buffalo, they were like, yeah, well, usually when we get like a guy like you, they're like usually just like some ho-hum guy that can come just do their job, go home. But he was like, nah, you like should like make plays and you help our team, be better. And so, yeah, teams is huge. Being a good, reliable teams player, like a leader out there, vocal, what's going on, like certain checks, it's just kind of like playing defense a little bit. But, yeah, just really, teams is really just pretty much all effort.
Yeah.
And if you can learn the smart side of it, it makes you easier and better for you. Like, if you can learn, like, okay, boom, if I'm like the backside 3 and this tackle runs across the field, well, obviously the return's not coming to me. It's going to go that way. So I can, boom, fold, make a play, hopefully make the tackle inside of 20. And now the defense comes out there and they got to try to drive 80, 90, 95 yards on our defense. So that's a football guy answer right there. Yeah, it was.
You're a football. Dude, I love football guys talking to football guys. I think is one of the funniest. I could literally, I like to grab a bottle right now and really sip it. Yeah. But like you could talk about special team stories all fucking day. All day. I was front line. Yeah. Didn't see that's L2 coming.
Fuck me up.
Fuck me up. And guess what? You come back to this sideline. Hey man, that guy.
Yeah, you come back. You tell your boys like, hey bro, y'all gonna see on film?
I'm gonna get blasted. Blasted. And then
I completely missed.
You about to watch it. You in the meeting. You kind of seeing the cadence, and it's like,
yeah.
You're like,
here comes coach.
Sometimes, though, they do the old, we're going to skip this clip. You're like,
yeah, sometimes you're like, whoa. Oh, thank
you walk out of the meeting just like,
yeah. Well, if you're a new guy on the team, he's like, oh, nah, Dre, what could we have done better here? What have you done? What's your technique? Where your feet have been? All this stuff. So,
instant replaying it.
Yeah, how many times we got to watch this?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's the one dude on YouTube? Coach 30, he imitates guys.
Oh, he imitates. Yeah,
fuck, dude, that's hilarious.
That's just funny as hell.
What else, Andre? What else you got for me, bro?
Oh man, shit, man. When we were out in Vegas, I think it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, man. Vibes are high.
I like the Chiefs.
You like the Chiefs?
I like the Chiefs.
Okay.
No disrespect to the 49ers. Great team. Overall. I just would not bet against Mahomes. Obviously, but I'm not betting NFL. I'm not gambling.
Nope, not gambling. Not gambling.
But if I was a betting man, which I'm not, is that Mac? That is Mac. He ain't got no shoes on. College teammate. And he played for the Falcons. But I like Mahomes. The Chiefs defense has been playing well. Ladarius Sneed has been balling. Bosen's a good player. Chris Jones is a dog. Dog. Amazing. Like, I'm like, how does his big ass get through that shit like
slippery?
That? Like, it's honestly super impressive.
Right.
And so, man, I'm excited for them, and I want to play in the Super Bowl. So I'm actually not excited for them anymore. I want to play in that shit. So yeah.
What do you think about this? How many times do you think Taylor Swift will be showed on TV?
I'm gonna go.
What's the over/under?
The over. I'm gonna say probably 15 or more times.
15, and you're taking the more.
Yeah.
So let's see. That'd be like 4 a quarter.
Yeah. I'm even halftime.
Yeah, it might be. That might be happening. Well, Andre, I appreciate your time, bro. This has been actually fucking electric. We'll follow you on the gram, collab on some shit. Absolutely. Make sure you get you some that hot shit.
Shout out to my boy Mike Walker, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mike. Mike, what you doing? Where you at? Why ain't you here?
Dude?
Come on, bro. We'll go to Mike's house in Texas and get a little rowdy one of these days, bro.
Yeah,
we just went last weekend. He's got a pad.
I've seen him in Nashville.
Yeah.
And,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said, bro. Enough said.
Enough said.
Andre Smith, everybody. Bring the juice. Get your piss hot. Stay fired up. Absolutely. We'll see you next time.
Vibes are high.